Hey everybody, this is Andrea with Go Diaper Free, and I've got the third of 3 bonus episodes for this week, given the coronavirus pandemic going on right now and a lot of people having to practice social distancing and staying at home in self-isolation. I have done 3 episodes. The first one was on observation time, how to do that right now so you can start EC during this time or do potty training because you have time and space to do that with your kids home, if that's you. And then the second one was on baby wipes alternatives, and this one is on disposable diaper alternatives. If you're listening to this or watching this way in the future when we've already passed all this stuff, great. I hope that you find a useful idea here for an alternative to disposable diapers. Without further ado, let's record this podcast. Welcome to the Go Diaper Free podcast, where we're all about helping you stop depending on diapers as early as birth. I am your host, Andrea Olson, author and mom of 5 babies, all EC'd from birth, all out of diapers by walking. This is episode 83.5C, a fancy term for a bonus episode, 3 of 3, our third and final special bonus episode curated from our certified coaches and trainees and our Instagram and Facebook followers. This is not only a very timely podcast episode given the current recommendations for self-isolation across the globe, but it's also a useful podcast for any regular day in the life for whenever you need an alternative to disposable diapers. This is it. So if you're seeing us in the future, great, listen up, and I hope you get a lot of good ideas. This is Disposable Diaper Alternatives. What would you do if stores ran out of diapers during COVID-19 and other emergencies? You can read the written version of today's show over at godiaperfree.com/83.5C, where I will also conveniently link to all the things I mentioned in today's episode, and there are a lot of cute pictures to boot. That's godiaperfree.com/83.5C. I'll also be replying to comments over there, so come on by when you're finished. So if you've missed them, our last 2 bonus episodes this week were on doing observation time, which you totally should do with all this time in your hands. It will make EC better, no matter your stage, if you've already started or you're already knee-deep in EC. And reusable wipes, baby wipes alternatives. This show right now is all about disposable diaper alternatives, something that I think we can use way beyond the pandemic. During the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, while so many of us are self-isolating and staying home with babies, our local grocery stores are running out of basic things like hand sanitizer and toilet paper. Last time we talked about what to do if stores near you are out of baby wipes, and now we're going to consider what you would do if you couldn't buy another pack of disposable diapers for a while or ever. What would you do? What did people do before diapers, guys? Okay, so I've collected some tips from some of our certified coaches and trainees and our Instagram and Facebook followers to help you find an alternative to baby disposable diapers today, including reusable DIY baby diapers and other creative options. Let's not let this pandemic take away good baby hygiene. In fact, let's inspire good baby hygiene, taking it a step further. So here are 7 natural alternatives to disposable diapers. Let's first take a look at what our certified coach, Julie, has to say. These are her words. Running out of wipes or diapers can feel like running out of food and water when you're a parent or a caretaker to a young child. What does one do without these necessities? During a time when these items are out of stock in stores, people are under quarantine and unable to shop, and some people are tightening their budget amidst business closings. There is hope. Here is a list of what to do when you're about to run out of diapers. Number 1 of 7, start to practice elimination communication, or EC. Also known as natural infant hygiene or a diaper-free baby, this practice can allow you to extend the use of each diaper. Respond to your child's need to eliminate by taking off the diaper and using a potty or other receptacle instead of waiting for baby to soil his or her diaper and change them after. You can get more information about EC with my Easy Start Guide at godiaperfree.com/start. And also, I just want to say, we currently, with Twyla, who's now 16 months old, use the same disposable diaper all night long and none during the day. Knock on wood. Of course, now we're going to have a miss because I always jinx myself. But you can definitely extend the use of each diaper over days and weeks with the same exact diaper with EC. Number 2, allow baby naked time. So, place your baby on a towel or other absorbent surface or even in the bathtub without water and with washable toys. You can just let them be free. You can learn more about naked observation time, which is different from just naked time, over at podcast bonus 83.5A, the first of these 3. And number 3 on our list, use makeshift diapers. Dishcloths folded up with a diaper belt work wonderfully. You can make your own. You can improvise these. You can cut the waistband off of a pair of pants, which we'll talk about in a second, to make a diaper belt, and then just put a dishcloth down the middle through from the front through between the legs and up the back, held into place with the diaper belt. Again, we'll talk about this sumo-style makeshift diaper again in a moment. Number 4, allow your baby to be commando in pants, leggings, or other bottoms only. So this means no underwear, no nothing underneath. But if you're not that great at EC yet, or you're just sort of starting, to avoid big wet messes, you could use a sanitary napkin or other absorbent material like a washcloth or a piece of a towel inside, as long as your baby doesn't mind, but they probably will mind. But it's worth a try. Commando often helps children also who are pretty far along potty learning, early potty learning, EC, to stop going in their pants. Number 5, try undies or trainers. Yes, they come in sizes as small as 6 months. Check out tinyundies.com. Julie's right. That's my other business, Tiny Undies. We are currently shipping. My shipping person, Tori, works alone in that office, so we are going to continue shipping through this whole thing and beyond. So tiny undies and tiny trainers do come in 6 months and up, and you can put baby in those instead of a disposable diaper. Number 6, take this opportunity to potty train your older baby. You could free yourself of needing diapers by this time next week if you just potty train them. 16, 17, 18 months and up, do a potty training experience, even if you're only at 15 months. I wouldn't even do EC at that point. Just do a potty training experience. See what happens. I have a book on that. It's the Tidy Potty Training Book. Go diaperfree.com/PT-book. You can get the link over in the show notes too. But a lot of people are like, I'm taking advantage of self-isolation. I just bought your potty training book and we're going to potty train during these 2 weeks. Great. If you're listening to this far in the future and you want to stop using, or you want an alternative to disposable diapers, why go to cloth diapers when you can just potty train? Okay. Number 7, start using cloth diapers. Like I just said, there are lots of easy-to-use options out there. You can always switch to cloth. Options 2 through 7 will be easiest if you combine them with practicing EC. There are good diaper-free coaches in your area available to help you if reading or listening to the book will take too long and you need answers now. You can search for a local coach. I will list that link, but it's also godiaperfree.com/coaches, COACHES. If you're in New York City or surrounding areas, feel free to contact Julie at godiaperfree.com by email. Great. Thank you for those tips, Julie. Now let's hear from our certified coach, Jenny Sanders, with 3 more alternatives to disposable diapers. These are her words, things are a tad crazy right now, right? You're running low on diapers, so you head to the store and find the shelves of diapers are empty. What do? Don't worry. Here are some options other than disposable diapers. Number 1 of 3, nothing. Lay baby on a towel or an old blanket and do some diaper-free time. An hour of diaper-free time will save you a diaper as well as give your baby the ability to move. Babies love the freedom, and it gives them a wonderful opportunity to work on physical skills uninhibited. It also gives you a chance to do some observation if you're working on elimination communication, which again, 83.5A. That bonus episode of this podcast, we talk about how to do that if you want to try it today. Number 2, go old school. Your grandparents and possibly your parents used flats and pins on a daily basis. Cloth diapers. They work. If you don't have flats, you can use flour sack towels, dish towels, old t-shirts, muslin. Flowers actually mentioned that. Yeah, you can use burp cloths. If you don't have diaper pins, no problem. For the crafty folk, you can just sew a piece of elastic into a diaper belt. Not so crafty, use an elastic headband or cut the elastic waist off of an old pair of baby pants. That will hold whatever piece of cloth you chose in place, sumo style like we already discussed. And number 3, what about waterproofing? If you need a little waterproof protection, you can just put some fleece pants or pajamas on your baby. Fleece does a great job of keeping moisture in. You can also make a no-sew fleece cover by cutting up a blanket. Just grab a fleece blanket, trace a diaper shape, add long pieces to tie at the waist, and you're done. Wonderful, Jenny. Thank you for that. Now let's hear from Melissa Munch, who also commented over on our wipes podcast last time. Here are some reusable cloth diaper hacks from her. 3 ways to hack a cloth diaper. Number 1, use old t-shirts. Fold the center into thirds widthwise, then fold lengthwise to fit your baby. The sleeves go around baby's waist and can be secured with safety pins or cloth diaper claws, depending on the shirt material. So can you imagine that? You lay the t-shirt out in front of you, fold the center into thirds widthwise, fold lengthwise to fit your baby, and the sleeves go around baby's waist and can be secured there. Wow. Number 2, use flannel receiving blankets. Secure these with safety pins or cloth diaper claws, depending on the shirt material. Cloth diaper claw is something like a snappy if you have one of those. Depending on the shirt or on the flannel receiving blanket type, you can secure this in many different ways. There's a YouTube tutorial that she's linked to that's over there on the show notes that you can check out as well. But you can definitely just fold up a flannel receiving blanket and stick that thing on them. Number 3, our third and final way to hack a cloth diaper, is just to remember, you can literally use anything, whatever you have as a diaper, if you're doing EC with an exclusively breastfed baby. Exclusively breastfed babies do not need their diapers scrubbed in the toilet. Their poop is water soluble, so skip the mess and use whatever you have as a diaper by coupling this with elimination communication. Now let's hear from our Go Diaper Free coach trainee, Samantha, over in California. What do you do if you run out of diapers? Go to the store, right? She says. Well, with pandemic virus fears sweeping the nation, suddenly the most obvious simple solution is perhaps no longer an option. Either the shelves are empty due to mass panic buying, or perhaps even going to the store is a huge task amid shutdowns, lock-ins, and self-quarantine advisories. Just like the whole toilet paper fiasco, it might seem like diapers are a necessity. But here at Go Diaper Free, we are all about changing the perception and use of diapers from that of a toilet to that of a tool. So let's look at ways we can cut down on our diaper use so what we do have can last us as long as possible in these uncertain times. Start practicing elimination communication, says Samantha. I'm not going to say this is going to get you out of diapers overnight, or that you have to dive in full on, but here are a few examples of ways you can dip your toe into EC during this time. Number 1, catch the first morning pee, and I've linked in the show notes over to another podcast where we talk about this morning pee catch. Samantha says this is the easiest place to start in my experience. This is a very reliable time to try, as who doesn't need to pee first thing in the morning? I'm sure you do. Upon waking, hold your baby over the sink, toilet, bathtub, or some kind of receptacle. Say, psst, and they will probably go, especially if they're young. Number 2, try some diaper-free observation time. Not only will this inform your fledgling EC practice, but it will save you some diapers. Score. This is much easier in non-mobile babies, of course, so you can lay them on top of a towel or a changing mat and they won't crawl away. You will make a note of when they pee to learn their natural timing. You can also make a cueing sound as they go to use as a prompt later on, like psst, when they're peeing or when they're pooping. And number 3, her third tip for dipping your toe into EC is try for a poop catch. With disposable diapers, you have the ability to use the same one for a few pees as they can be very absorbent and are designed to be, so perhaps this won't bother your baby so much. With a poop, though, we know when that's happened. Thank you, mama smelling superpowers. And of course, a diaper change has got to happen. So a lot of babies have very clear signals before a poop, especially once they've started eating solids. It's fairly straightforward to get your baby over a receptacle once you observe the first signal or hear it. She says her baby always farts, and she ignores that at her peril. The other benefit is the easy cleanup. Just a quick wipe or rinse is all that is needed, or if at all, another diaper saved and precious toilet paper. Samantha goes on to say, I actually find I have more consistent luck with EC when I lack diapers, whether it be out and about and I misjudge the amount we would need. Please say we've all been there. Yes, Samantha, I've been there. Or the power's been out. California power outages, anyone? And I couldn't do a wash. So in this case, I usually go to natural timing and simply offer after the amount of time has elapsed between pees that I observe during naked observation time. So again, naked observation time, we talked about that in 83.5a, the first bonus of these 3. Having no diapers means I don't ignore signals or intuitive hits when they arise. You're definitely on call when your baby's not wearing a diaper. Next, she talks about diaper hacks. I have definitely run out of cloth diapers in the past. I've packed cloth diapers to use at multi-day events, or I simply haven't been on top of the laundry and suddenly the baby is wearing the last clean and dry diaper. Eek. These are a few things I have done to buy time. Number 1, use a found insert, which can be removed from the main shell or body of the cloth diaper when soiled. You can do this with disposables or cloth diaper shells. I've used big absorbent cloth baby wipes folded in 2, pieces of cut up old towel from my rag bag, and in a real pinch between point A and point B, a wad of paper towel, but I don't recommend that. Number 2, use a different type of backup. This is especially important if your little one is on the road to potty independence, you're practicing EC or simply potty training. Use cloth training pants, small underpants, or even regular clothing. All viable backup options that actually might help the process because your baby will feel wet and uncomfortable when soiled. This encourages more signaling. Number 3 of 5, try the EC Sumo style diaper. I actually posted a picture of this is Andrea speaking, on the show notes so you can see what a Sumo style diaper looks like. Again, it's at godiaperfree.com/83.5C. So try the EC Sumo style diaper. Find something stretchy that fits snugly around your little one's waist and use cloth diaper pre-fold inserts, the thing that goes inside the shell, or burp cloths, or strips of old towel from front to back. Secure it to baby's waist under the Sumo belt. I cut the waistband off a pair of my baby's pants for my first diaper belt. You can also see very clearly when a pee has happened with this setup. Everybody wins. Rinse pee-soaked cloth diapers is number 4. Any pee-soaked cloth diapers, rinse those in hot water, wring them out, and throw them in the dryer. You don't even have to wash them. You can just use them. Again, I've had to do this while camping and hung them in the sun to dry. The extra benefit being that the sun is a powerful disinfectant and a stain remover. And number 5, of course, long-term, you wouldn't be bad off investing in a cloth diapering system for full-time use or simply when crazy people are fighting in the store over the last pack of Pampers. Just saying. Definitely investing in a cloth diapering system is a good idea, and we do have those over at tinyandies.com if you are interested. Well, those are my tips for reducing your diaper dependence. We are seeing in a big way that the more dependence we have on commercial products and services outside of the family home, the more vulnerable we are to being left in the lurch, unable to fend for ourselves during times like these. Looking at our regular consumption and cutting reliance on products we see as essentials will, in the long run, set us up to be resilient, prepared, and confident citizens in the face of these uncertain times. Thank you so much, Samantha, for all of that. Some more genius tips from our social media followers. Finally, if you'd like to hear some tips from our Instagram and Facebook followers, I posted this question to our @GoDiaperFree accounts and got a lot of creative responses. Check out our social media channels to read through all the amazing advice from our community and maybe add yours. Ideas there abound to many of the ones we've already talked about. So a lot of people say, well, what would you do if you couldn't buy another diaper? You would probably do EC. You would probably learn your baby. You would probably use whatever backup you had on hand. Like I'm wearing a flannel shirt during the recording of this podcast. I would probably cut this up into like 4 different diapers and use that as a backup if I had a little baby at that time. All right. As always, thanks to our coach and training contributors and all of our social media followers and to you for listening with us today. Again, see the written version of today's podcast with lots of links and photos over at godiaperfree.com/83.5C. We're in between podcast episodes 83 and 84, and we had 3 bonus episodes during this time. Okay, now we'd like to hear what you have to say. Head over and let us know. What disposable diaper alternative are you using during the COVID-19 pandemic? Has this situation caused you to choose a reusable diaper? Or if you're listening to this well past this occurrence, are you using a reusable diaper? Are you looking for disposable diaper alternatives? And what have you chosen to do? What's your solution? I'll see you over there in the comments. Till next time, when we go back to our normal programming, maybe and hopefully, happy pottying, y'all. I really hope these 3 bonus episodes have really helped you during these times and in the future when you're listening to this as well. I'm Andrea Olson, and you've been listening to the Go Diaper Free podcast at godiaperfree.com. I'll see you next time. Woo, that was a mouthful. Okay, those are some ideas. Do you have any other ideas that I've missed? Please write them in the comments below. Let me know which ones you're using right now, or what have you been inspired to choose or use since watching this and listening to this episode of the podcast. Subscribe and hit the bell. I'll let you know when the next video is up. Take care.